Welcome to Unruly 3, father of 3 unruly kids.
I'm not really.
So my niece wanted a box to put all of her art projects in, so I'm going to make this box. So I have this big chunk of koa that I'm going to use for the lid, but I had to get it flat, so I grabbed my wife's glue gun, and I'm going to try to brace it up and run this side to the planer, and then flip it over once I got that and run this side through. And I'm going to put her name on it. It's for my niece, so I'm going to put her name on it through my little CNC. This is a carve right machine. And then put some epoxy in.
So I have this board was cut down the middle already, but the problem is I need more length than what I have. So I'm going to cut them again down the middle and hope that I have enough thickness for the walls of this box and that it doesn't mess up too bad.
So I actually had to cut the lid down to be 12 inches wide to run it through my planer. However, the lid, I need it to be 16 inches wide. So I'm going to break the lid in half. And here I'm making a mold so that I can run like a epoxy down the middle. But I'm just using regular packing tape here so nothing sticks to it. And I'm taping everything up really good. Alright, so here's the lid, and it already has a pretty good crack in here, and if I twist it hard enough, it will almost break. So I just kind of break it in half, and then I'm going to do a whole bunch of sanding. Here I'm wearing my Halloween costume for school. I went as Jake from State Farm. And so it's been a little while since I did some recording here. So after everything has dried, I'm just going to take this apart. And it came apart pretty good. And then I just use an old chisel there to get that out of there. Happy Little Accidents, that's a Bob Ross quote. She's an artist, so thought she'd like it. I can't run this through my planer, so it's going to be a whole bunch of sanding and scraping, trying to get everything nice and flat.
So for the box, I'm wanting this to be side. So this will have to be trimmed a little bit, which is great. This side here. And then these, so I can cut off these yucky things, will be the sides here. And this side over here, and I can again cut this off. These will still be here though. But that's kind of like what I have to do. So I'm gonna cut, do some miters. I'm gonna leave one of them for, a hidden drawer underneath. So I need to put a piece of wood in here, but when I put this one, this is where the bottom is going to be, and then the false bottom. And I cut this because I'm going to put a strip of wood in there like a decorative piece, but you see how it is so skinny. This is the only one that actually hasn't fallen apart on accident. These ones, the top one, this one I wanted to, but these ones fell apart on accident. So I have to see if they glue and they stay. So that's where it's going to connect. I have to put this, I want this piece of trim in there. That's going to hide the secret compartment, but then I'll just sand that down or whatever. So I'm just going to glue these in there now. So this bottom piece is going to be where the hidden drawer is, so I have to make sure to remove that so it doesn't get stuck with the glue while the rest of it is drying. Then it's going to be a whole bunch of sanding trying to get this epoxy to look good after being ran through all those different grits of the sanding. So I don't know what happened. I must have measured wrong, and this is 16 and I cut these at 17. So now my lid is too small, and I had planned on trimming it down to get the perfect fit. So I think what I have to do is make a frame with maple. I was thinking walnut, but then I'm introducing too many different colors of wood. I already have this. I don't want to try to make a frame around the koa with actual koa. So I thought I'm gonna have to use maple, and then that will sink in. So I'm gonna make a frame around this, kind of match it, then cut it down to fit in here. All right, now that I made a frame for it, I have to cut the frame down so the lid fits into the box. And always the worst part, scariest part probably, is cutting the lid, releasing the lid from the rest of the box. But it went pretty good. Could have maybe gone better. It wasn't so bad. We'll see. All right, now I'm going to start working on the hidden drawer. I got a whole bunch of springs from Harbor Freight, and I'm just going to glue these in there and slide this board all the way in with these springs in it. So this box is kind of inspired by Dustin Penney. He has, if you want to learn how to make a secret compartment box, go and check out his page. He makes some amazing ones, but this is my own little twist on that. All right, so the inside of the box, I routed a little lip on that board. This is going to be my key to keep everything locked, and this is going to be the drawer on the inside. So I'm just gluing this together, and then gonna cut it all up to size here. So this is going to be kind of the lock that holds it shut. I'm going to put a little bit of I got a metal pin here. That's going to go all the way through. So here I'm just pushing down, making an indentation, and then I'm going to drill through all the way down and into where the drawer is. I got the drawer held in there with a clamp. Then when the drawer is shut, that little, I actually made two of them. I was going to have one be a lock on one side, but I thought it doesn't need that. But so now, even if she has it turned one way, she can put the pin in either way and hold it shut. Then I'm going to mark the drawer and cut it to size. Now when I have to glue the outside part on, and you see that trim piece there kind of hides where the seam is, where this hidden drawer is. I really did not want to glue this drawer shut, so I put some tape on the end and then put that piece on there that I cut off earlier. While that drawer was drying, I went ahead and put some finish on the top. This is that Deft Clear wood finish. I think I'm using satin here. Put a few coats on the inside and on the outside. Really makes that koa look nice. And the
the river there really shines too. Gonna put some foot pads on. Now I gotta see how my prep did here on this drawer. Did pretty good. It didn't stick too bad. Then when I put the finish on the box, you can see that that maple is just beautiful.
All right, so let's check this out. I have her name on the top, and then this kind of fits. We have "Happy Little Accidents," a quote from Bob Ross, but this whole build had a whole ton of little accidents, like cutting something too short or joints that were not very good, and I had to figure out a way to put it together. So the inside has the wood that runs around the outside like this, and then the maple on the inside here. I think that's gonna give me enough support, because this seems pretty good on the sides. Like, I don't think it's coming apart. Like, I was a little bit worried when it was being put together, like this wasn't gonna be strong enough, the way I had to kind of build it in 2 levels, but I think it's good. Then this part for my hidden drawer, when you pull this up, and the drawer comes out, and put a journal or something in there. I mean, what girl isn't gonna love to have a little hidden drawer? So overall, yeah, I think it was pretty good. I like how the so down here, like this, you can see here, this clearly isn't very good, but that's the drawer. It's gonna be kind of tough to know. It could just look like bad joinery, but yeah. Anyway, you got like this piece here and how that hides the drawer on the front. So the trim piece is up in there. But overall, I think the maple is really pretty. And the lid turned out great. I learned a lot, but if it's something you like, please give me a subscribe and a like. And leave me a comment about what I could have done different, I guess. Be nice, though. Thanks.